Okay guys, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to pull the transmission. Today is July 13th. I started this back in October. I haven't had time due to helping friends and working on my other cars. I finally got the transmission off. It's finally done. I got to go through and edit all these videos, put them together. Hopefully I didn't miss any steps. I'll bring the camera a little closer on all the bolts around the transmission sensors while the transmission's off, just so you guys see that view. But yeah, enjoy the video guys, and let me know what you guys think. Okay guys, it is May 9th. It's probably been at least 6 or 8 months since I've worked on the Sentra, so I can't even remember where that last part ended. I just remember we were removing the transmission. I can't even remember any of the videos right now. I know the cross member's off, the axles are out, starter's off. So it might be repetitive, but I know I have to remove the transmission bolts, obviously. I gotta remove these bolts here off this. The shift linkage. I gotta work on getting some lighting. I pushed the car further in, made some space in the garage. So now I have more space to work on it. So, and yeah, I gotta get to this. I gotta pull this motor. I gotta find some more motivation to get this VQ swap done. I know there's sensors. There's a ground right here I have to remove, which is part of my grounding kit. There's also this main ground that's got to get removed, and then all the transmission bolts. I can't even think. The shift linkage, it's all pretty much there. The motor mount, and I think that's really about it. I'm going to work on getting some lighting right now so that this video isn't nothing but a shadow. But yeah, so hopefully I get this video up, I don't know, sometime soon. I know I've been putting a lot of videos up of the Glant. At this current time, the Glant is broken. Broke a rear axle, ended up breaking the center diff. The Teggy's still running. Got to fix valve cover bolts on that one. But it's never ending. There's always something for me to do. I'm just pretty terrible at uploading videos and keeping up with everything. But alright guys, I'm going to pull off this transmission real quick, and then I'll come back and let you guys know any little details. Probably will help to remove the battery tray at this point. But alright. Here it is, transmission's off. Took some wiggling and findangling, but I got it off. Okay guys, transmission's off. I've been pretty terrible on, I'm not sure if these are all the correct bolts, I just kind of threaded them all in. But there goes some bolts when you're underneath the car that you got to remove. You have to look at my removing the axle. I can't remember if I showed the cross member on this video or the last one. Like I said, today's July 13th. I started this back in October. I just haven't had time. Finally back in the garage. But there's some bolts here, a sensor, shift linkage right here. Here's a bracket that you got to remove, I remember that. Another sensor, where your hook goes right here for your shift linkage, and then there's a sensor I almost missed right here on the back side. I'm trying to think, that's all the sensors. There's a ground that goes somewhere around here too, 1 or 2 grounds. But yeah, there it is guys, transmission's off. I think next I might show you guys how to remove the intake manifold. But that's about it. Here goes the top. I'm pretty sure I went over everything from up here. I might remove the clutch right now, probably should, but there is bolts there. There's a couple bolts up top. I think there were 17 millimeters. There it is guys. Let's see, I'll go over what's next right now. Okay guys, that's about it for this. It's wrapping up this video. This video may be very choppy just because the amount of times I've came back, I may be really repetitive or may have missed a couple steps. But hopefully this at least helps you get your transmission off. As far as what's next, I think I'll just do a short video removing the intake manifold, and then I might do pulling the motor a separate video. So like the video, subscribe. Guys, don't forget I have the Integra build going on, and the Gallant. So those are 2 other cars that I had besides the Sentra. We'll get this guy going eventually, but this helps. I'm back to making these videos and working on the car. So subscribe, like channel. Down in the description box is linked to my grounding kit page. If you guys want a grounding kit, let me know. I make them still. That's about it guys. So next I'm going to remove the intake manifold, and hopefully that helps out some of you guys. Alright, thanks guys.